Hey there, Chef Q. I'm gonna make a quick sauerkraut. A couple of my buds asked for the recipe to get some of that good gut flora working in our stomachs to keep us strong, healthy, wealthy, and wise. So you want ginger root. I've got a really big piece because I like it nice and gingery. You're just gonna peel that with a spoon, like so. You want some green onions. I'm gonna wash these really good, and you're just gonna cut these on a diagonal. They can be nice big slices, or you can make them smaller if you want. This is about a half of a small head or a quarter of a large head of cabbage. Then you're going to need a mason jar. This is a half-gallon mason jar. And then I've got another jar that fits right into the mouth so that it can provide weight. If you have a beautiful crock like my gorgeous friend Eve gifted me with, then wonderful, use it. You can pretty much triple this size batch in that. After you get all of your ingredients prepped, you're gonna want to very generously salt down your cabbage. I've got canning and pickling spice, pickling salt. It doesn't have any iodine in it or preservatives, it's just salt. So you can use any kind of sea salt, pink salt, that does not have any additives. It's just got to be pure salt. Otherwise it'll slow down the same things that keep it from clumping and from whatever else. I guess clumping and caking is the big thing that salt does. That also prevents the fermentation process. So that'll be a big stumbling block for you. You just want to healthily salt it down. You can do this in a bowl. I just like working directly on my surface. You're using probably a quarter of a cup here, and you're going to massage it in. It's going to start creating some liquid that's going to help it be submerged. This is my little piece that's going to go in the top, and what I'm going to do, since I have this size jar, I'm just going to cut it to fit. So, and then after I get it all in there, that'll go inside. Alright, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. I'm going to put my cabbage in a bowl that I have a smaller bowl to go inside so it can push some of that moisture out. The salt's been all massaged in. I kind of did this number for a while to get the water to start. You can see how shiny that is from the water? If you can't, just trust me, it is. I also, while I was gone, cut these up into matchsticks. The ginger can be cut smaller. I really like ginger. I don't mind having a big piece in my mouth, so I left these this size, and I cut up the rest of the green onion. That can wait because we don't want to necessarily squish it all down while I'm doing this. So I'm pushing it with my hand. I'm going to put this bowl in here, and then I really want some weight, so you can use whatever you have handy. I happen to have a full box of salt, but you can use canned products, a bag of onions, whatever, your baby brother, I don't care. Alright, so we're gonna let that sit for an hour, maybe two. It's been a little over an hour. Let's see what we have going on. Alright, see how it's indented in there? And look at, can you see? Look, see the water? Yeah, that's all cabbage juice. All right. So now we can take these other ingredients. You don't have to stick with just the ginger and green onions. You can certainly put carrot, green beans. You know, most vegetables will ferment. If you want to make a quick kimchi, just add some crushed red peppers. I'll do another video where I make an actual kimchi paste, and I'll get the Napa cabbage and do all that, but this is just this. A quick way to make your own probiotics at home. You don't have to pay a fortune to be healthy. You know, everybody wants to put a price tag on health food and on wellness, and F that, you know? Our body wants to heal itself. It's got the knowledge within without you having to buy some product or consult with some expert or whatever. We can figure this out on our own, right? We're strong, smart, crafty individuals. All right, so then you're gonna just put this in here. Oh, and remember to wash your hands really good. Sterilize this jar just with some really hot water. If you have a good efficient dishwasher, that'll do it. Or you can use a pot of water on the stove. Get it all hot and let it dry. Use clean metal tongs to get it out of that water. All that good stuff. Okay, now you definitely want all this juice to go in here. All of that. See? Look. See how much liquid came out of that? Alright. Then we're going to use this little guy. Make sure he's nice and clean. I washed and sterilized him ahead of time. You know, you really would do better without this paper on here, but I'm like a rebel without a cause. I'm going for it. I'm not worried. I'm not scared about it, but yeah, they would tell you in the textbooks, don't do that. Then what you want to do is you just press. You continue to press until you got it covered in a little bit of liquid. More liquid's gonna come out of it as it sits. All right, look at that. Can you see? See, it's coming out, and I'm gonna call this enough. I think that I can get it pressed down in there, but if you're finding that it's not quite enough liquid, add a little bit of water and push it underneath the water. Salt liquid, the less water you use, the sooner you're going to get those probiotics working in there. Then this part is it's kind of up to you part, where all right, I put the flat cabbage leaf in there to keep everything down below line, and then I'm gonna fill this bad boy up with some water. If you do add water to it, I'm just adding water to this to make it heavy enough to hold everything down. But if you do add water to your your sauerkraut because you want it to stay below, you want to use a distilled, or you can boil water, but chlorine from our tap water will kill what you're trying to do here. It'll kill it, and then you won't have anything but like funky water and old cabbage. So after we finish doing this, let me get the water in here real quick. Alright, so the purpose of this is just to have weight. Okay, see how much moisture is coming out of the cabbage naturally? That's awesome. This is ready to go. Definitely don't have to add extra water to this. Alright, and then what's going to happen is you're just going to let it sit. You don't want any of these little extra pieces. Okay, there's a few extra pieces that are up above. You don't want that, because that's where anything that's above that water line, that's gonna be the stuff that catches funk and makes mold and stuff. So you can use more than one cabbage leaf. I'm seeing some gaps here. So I'm gonna put another leaf in and tuck it in like a little blanket. Good night, little sauerkraut. Have a good nap. And then you wanna let it sit at room temperature. Now, if it's really warm, this process will not take as long. And if it's really cool, it'll take a lot longer. Let it sit for at least 5 days so that you can get that good bacteria going. And what you want to do is, after about day 3, kind of peel the cabbage back. Take a little teeny tiny taste. See where you're at. If it's not where you want it to be, let it sit for longer. But again, I would encourage at least 5 days. The batch that you guys saw me put away yesterday had been sitting out for almost 3 weeks, and it was fantastic. I'm so excited to eat a whole bunch of it. Anyway, that's a quick kraut. After you've got it all put together, you want to find a nice, quiet, dark, cool place to let it ferment. It doesn't have to be totally dark, you know, but I put a clean drape over top to keep mostly cat and dog hairs, to be honest, from floating in there. But I mean, I'm sure there's other things that float around that you don't want in there as well. And that's where it will sit until you come check it out in 3 or 5 days. All right, this is what my finished batch from before looked like. See, it's gotten soft in texture a little bit, and still crispy though, which I love. But you just put a regular mason top on it, screw it on tight, keep it in your refrigerator after that for a really long time. I mean, it could keep a year or longer. Anyway, Christy, Patty, I hope this video helps, and I hope it helps anybody else who may be interested in trying this. All right, bye. Big love. Does the dog approve? The dog clearly does not approve. Eat your greens. I love you.